Welcome back to another World War Hulk story. Now I'm going to warn you, this is probably going to be one of our shorter episodes because this is World War Hulk fighting Ant-Man. Now it's not the Ant-Man you know from the movies, it's a different one known as Eric O'Grady. He's pretty much like a dirtbag, scumbag, evil kind of Ant-Man kind of guy. He basically stole the suit and ran off with it. But he's going to fight the Hulk, and that's why the video's short. You can probably imagine what happens. It's an ant versus the Hulk. Oh! As damage control is standing there doing their job, the current Ant-Man, Eric O'Grady, is being spoken to. He tells the woman in front of him, Abigail, to turn around, because above them is a giant spaceship hovering over the area. Ant-Man looks up. You know, there's something you don't see every day. The Hulk shows a holographic image of him holding Black Bolt's body. Now this city will fall. You have 24 hours to evacuate. When I return, I want to see Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange. If they aren't here, I'll do this to your whole stinking planet. Abigail turns to Ant-Man and tells him that she's getting out of this city. She can't be here. Ant-Man secretly helps her by shrinking down and handling issues that are in front of her on her escape, because the whole city is in a panic for the next 24 hours. No one is sure if the Hulk is lying or not. He's a hero after all. Ant-Man sits on a roof at the end of the 24 hours with Monstro, discussing if this is actually going to happen, when boom! The Hulk is thrown through every building that they are on. Ant-Man shrinks down to avoid damage, and then he goes looking for Monstro. He finds his friend recovering, and then he shrinks down, telling Monstro that it's time to play hero. And he's off. Our battle of Ant-Man versus the Hulk will begin. The Hulk is on the ground, recovering from whatever hit him, so Ant-Man jumps onto his face. Hulk doesn't know that he's there, so Ant-Man crawls into his mouth with the idea that maybe he isn't so strong on the inside. As he passes the teeth, the Hulk's tongue knocks him into the roof of his mouth. Ant-Man slides down his gullet, grabbing onto the dangly bit into the back of his mouth. Yes, I know it's called the uvula. Did you know it prevents food from getting into your nose? Anyway, Ant-Man lets go of the uvula and slides down the Hulk's throat. Over the teeth and through the tongue, look out stomach, here I come! But the Hulk is large, and Ant-Man keeps falling. Eventually, any day now, as he falls into the stomach, he sees what appears to be a can of Old Spice body spray and a whole bag of chips and a fork. Seriously, what has the Hulk been eating? Ant-Man looks around thinking that if he can tear the lining of the Hulk's stomach, then maybe he can cause him enough pain to stop him. He winds up and he pulls back his arm and he throws a punch! And he possibly broke his own hand. He stands on the side of the stomach thinking, well, that didn't work. He stuffed his steel in here. Time for plan B. He ignites the flamethrowers on his back, preparing to burn the Hulk's stomach, when suddenly there's a lot of movement and he's thrown around. He hits the wall and the Old Spice can is coming right at him, so he ducks and he dodges. He sits there wondering if that was maybe a delayed reaction to his punch, or did the Hulk trip and fall? Outside of the Hulk, he's locked in a heated battle. Explosions are going off all around him and he braces himself for another hit. Back inside, Ant-Man crawls over to the side of the stomach again and he prepares to use his flamethrowers all over again. With a whoosh, he burns away at the Hulk's stomach lining. Ant-Man is happy with himself. He did it. And then he sees that he didn't even singe the stomach. Once again, the Hulk's stomach can withstand it. Ant-Man sits down, realizing that this is pointless. He may as well go loot some of the stuff that everyone's looting. You see, this Ant-Man, Eric O'Grady, he isn't exactly known as the greatest hero. He's kind of a scumbag. He crawls out of the Hulk's nose and he lands on the chest plate looking around. And in front of him is Iron Man in the Hulkbuster suit coming right at the Hulk. Hulk counters by tackling Iron Man and they both go flying into a nearby building with Ant-Man in tow. He falls, flips, and tosses in the air, unable to stabilize himself, and with blood pouring down his face and most of his bones broken, Eric pops his helmet off trying to find the grow button because he knows as Ant-Man he'll never be found if he remains small. And just as he passes out, he hits the button and falls unconscious. He wakes up days, weeks, maybe months later, under arrest for his actions. I did say that this Ant-Man isn't typically a nice guy, but he did survive his fight with the Hulk. And there you have it, a very short story in which Ant-Man fought against the Hulk. You probably assumed who was going to win that. It was the Hulk. I mean, we all saw it coming. But next week, we'll be bringing you the next part of the World War Hulk storyline so that we can tell you the complete story with all of these extra fights and cool moments that happen within it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get your weekly World War Hulk storylines, and you can also get other stories from us like The Flash, Wolverine, and Batman stories. You can also click right here for our entire Hulk playlist, and you can click right here for something else from YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's all rage out Hulk anger! If Dylan's cool, he'll make me look green on the screen right now.